Welcome back to another video tutorial from falafalboy.com. In this video I'm going to show you guys how to create realistic lightning in Adobe Photoshop. In this case I'm using CS2, but you can use this in earlier versions as well. I'm going to start off by creating a new graphic, 400 by 300 pixels wide. And I'm going to make sure that I have a black background, so I'm going to click on the little arrow here to switch, make sure that the background is black, and then click on Control Backspace. There we go, to fill my background with black. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the filter, render clouds. Okay. Then I'm going to apply another filter. This one is in the same place, filter, render, but it's the difference clouds. Okay, should have something like this. Now I'm going to invert the image. You can either click on Control I or go into Image, Adjustments, Invert. And you can start seeing the lightning effect that we have going here. I'm going to click on Control L. To go on to the levels command. I'm going to click on the middle gray slider that you see here. I'm going to shift it all the way to the right, let's say like this. Click OK. OK. And you can go ahead and click on Control M to have access to the curves. This is not necessary, but if you have a little experience with this, you can improve the image a little bit. How's this? That looks pretty good. Click OK. And one final adjustment that we can do, if you go into Image, Adjustments, let's see, Color Balance, you can move these sliders, the cyan, magenta, and yellow, and try to find the right color that you like. That looks pretty good. That's pretty nice. Magenta, you can see nice green lightning, yellowish. You can green. Anyway, you guys get the idea. If I just cancel this out, another method of colorizing this image, if you go into Adjustments, Hue Saturation, or Control U, keyboard shortcut, if you take off the Colorize button, you get the same effect essentially. You can play around with the hue slider, the saturation. I usually leave the hue slider as is. I'll move the saturation. You can play around with the lightness a little bit. And we have pretty cool looking lightning in Adobe Photoshop. Now another really easy way of doing this is by using a lightning brush. If you let me just click on File, New. I'll keep the same dimensions, 400 by 300. And if you open up a browser and you navigate to this website, www.yusf-osman.com/tutorial/lightning/lightning.html. Okay, if you navigate to that site, and this site is also available on my own website forum, falafalboy.com/forum. If you check out the Photoshop tools thread, you'll see it in there. And on the top of the page here, you see download the brushes used here. If I just click on here, and I'll click on OK to download the lightning brush. If I minimize all this, and you can see the lightning brush right here. It's a lightningbrush.abr extension file. And what you do with this, you go into My Computer, in Windows, local disk, actually C drive. There you go. And you go into Program Files, you navigate to your Adobe Photoshop folder, Adobe. Go into Adobe Photoshop. And as you stick it in Presets and Brushes. There you go. So there's my lightning brushes at ABR that I downloaded. Gonna go back into Photoshop. I've got my new graphic right here, and I'm gonna click on the brushes tool right here, And right here in the brush area, usually you have to scroll all the way down, and you can see it's just a series of brushes, and you have quite a few options. If I just start with the first one here, I double click it, you can see this one's a fairly large brush size, and you can see it automatically does a nice lightning effect for you. Let me click on Control Z to undo that. I'll go back into the brushes. We'll choose another one. Let's see. This one looks pretty cool. And look at that. Pretty amazing and very, very quick and easy lightning. So there you go. You can fool around with the presets. Have a lot of fun. You can also colorize this with a similar way that we did before. And there you go. 2 easy ways to have lightning in Adobe Photoshop. If you have any requests, as usual, you can go log on to falafalboy.com, register in the forums, go ahead and post a request, and we'll see what we can do. Until next time.